Um, Easiest part of Unit 2, okay? I don't even know why I put that cartoon there, but it's kind of funny, I guess. Guess he's getting a job. That has something to do with it. Causes and categories of unemployment. So these are the main types of unemployment. Okay, we have frictional, structural, cyclical, and seasonal unemployment. Okay, frictional, right? Think about what the word friction means. It means movement. Okay, so frictional unemployment is unemployment for people that are moving from physically from one city to another, or they're moving between stages in their life, right? You go from being a college graduate into the labor force, or you go from maternity leave to looking for a new job, right? Anything that implies movement, just like friction is movement, you're going to be frictionally unemployed. Structural unemployment. This is what we're seeing a lot of right now, and people say we're going to see a lot more of due to changes in the structure of the economy. The jobs, the skills that people have are not matched to the jobs that are available. Okay? So you can think about it as fitting a square peg in a round hole, right? I have all these skills, they're just not needed anymore. And so I would become structurally unemployed, right? I need to develop the skills to find myself hireable, okay? Cyclical unemployment, okay? I need to talk to you about this tomorrow, but this is on the ups and downs of the business cycle, okay? We'll talk about the business cycle tomorrow. When the business cycle is down, like it is now, we're in a recession, you're going to have more unemployment. And when things are going good, right, we're at the top, at the peak of the cycle, you will have less unemployment, okay? Cyclical unemployment is the unemployment that we want to get rid of, okay? We want to get rid of cyclical unemployment. And then you have seasonal unemployment, okay? Think about this as the people that are ski instructors in the winter, but they don't have anything to do in the summer. Or the people that get hired for the big holiday rush, but they don't have anywhere to go when it's not the season, okay? So, and then I mentioned underemployed people, right? The chemistry major that's delivering packages. That's another subgroup, okay? So the natural rate of unemployment, we're going to end up talking a lot about this, okay? The unemployment rate is never going to be zero. We don't want it to be zero, right? There are always going to be some structural and frictionally unemployed people, okay? And we want that. That's a good thing, right? It's good for an economy if people say, you know what? I want to move to San Francisco. It's been my dream to move there, right? In a bad economy, people aren't going to do that, right? Or if someone says, you know what, I want to go learn how to do this. So the unemployment rate is never zero. It always falls between a range, right? For us, the natural rate is between 4 and 6%, okay? And that can change based on policy. You know, right now, our natural rate is the same, but we're way higher than the natural rate. And we'll talk about that when we get into Unit 3. Okay, so the natural rate of unemployment. How do we find the natural rate of unemployment? Okay. To get the natural rate of unemployment, we add up frictional and structural. This is going to add up to somewhere between 4 and 6%. The natural rate is what's important to us. When we look at what unemployment actually is, we take the natural rate and we add in cyclical unemployment. So right now, let's just say, I'm not even sure what it is, just for ease. Let's say our unemployment rate is 10%, right? Frictional and structural is going to be somewhere between 4 and 6%. That's the natural rate. We'll say 4. So we have 6% cyclical unemployment, okay? And that's how we figure that out, all right? And again, natural rate becomes the thing that we talk about most in this class. So let's look at some of the non-economic costs of unemployment. Obviously, the economic costs are more obvious, right? We're operating inside our production possibilities curve. We're not able to produce as much. We have resources that are sitting idle, right? This would happen in the last recession in 2008. You had a bunch of 25 people in their prime working years not earning income, not spending, not doing all the things that people with jobs do. But here are some of the non-economic costs, right? It's it's part of being an American. It's part of being a breadwinner, right? You want to go out and earn for your family, and if you can't do that, you feel like maybe you failed. Not to mention, some jobs you lose your skills if you're not working at the machine or you're not doing welding and doing those things that you do. Morale, right? You just feel, oh man, another day I'm not working, right? It's not good for the morale of the country. Um, Family disintegration. Can you imagine, not having a job and coming home and, everyone's angry or, you're never leaving and it's, why aren't you working? And just all the stress and strife that comes with not working. Poverty, reduced hope, right? Poverty is an obvious one. That's an economic cost. But the longer you're out of work, the harder it is to come back. And this is something, we see a lot of. Racial and ethnic tensions, right? This is something that obviously we see being played up a lot is, oh, those people are lazy. They just don't want to work. That's why unemployment's so high. It's them. It's not me. And it starts to pit person against person. You have heart attacks, mental illnesses, right? When you can't provide for your family, maybe suicide, right? All of these sorts of things. And it can lead to violent social and political change, right? Upheavals. We haven't gotten to that point. Hopefully, we never do get to that point. But if the economy doesn't improve, right? We saw bread lines and all kinds of things back in the Great Depression, okay? So there are lots of things that unemployment wreaks havoc upon.